It's your V103 home of the Ryan Cam Morning Show. Wanda Smith, Big Tig doing big things. How are you? Happy hump day. Now, we usually do this on a Thursday. I'm going to be at a block party tomorrow, so we didn't want to skip at all. So we try to keep very consistent with this. And I'm love to introduce you to my partner in this as well. 1-800-HURT-911's in the building. Dr. Brian Ville. How are you, Dr. Brian? Turn Doc on. Go ahead, Doc.
Oh, I'm great. Thanks. So are you. There you go.
This is what we call Big Tigger's Big Blessings. And Nikeisha, right? Am I saying it right? Nikeisha? How are you, Nikeisha?
I'm good.
All right. I'm going to read you this letter that I received. This letter says, Dear Big Tigger, I always listen to you and your big blessings as I sit at my desk at work. I never enter due to my embarrassment of my situation, but here goes. I'm a single mother of two, struggling to make it through each day. I've always been afraid of just being one check away from being homeless. I get up every day at 4:30 to get my kids where they need to be and make it to work by 8 a.m. I do this on a daily, only to get my check deposited into my account and taken by the bank because my account is always overdrawn. I ride most of my time with my gas light on, praying that I make it to the next deposit in my account so that I can put more gas in my car. I don't always make it. I borrowed from everyone and exhausted all of my resources. I've often thought of going to live with my family, but it's not that simple. With my son being autistic, they offer, but they don't always understand him, so I limit our visits and stay at home and pray that I can continue to pay the rent. I have a 10-year-old daughter that is very understanding. She works hard in school and keeps all A's, even though she's at school from 6:30 in the morning until 6:30 in the evening. I feel bad because I had to take her out of extracurricular activities due to our current financial situation. I also feel bad. I do the very best that I can to make sure my kids eat and have a roof over their heads. I'm now not scared of being one paycheck from being homeless. I think I am there. Thanks in advance, Nikeisha. Nikeisha, tell me a little bit more about your situation. Why, outside of, it's rough out here, what are some of your current hurdles?
Just
How do we get to this place?
my son being autistic,
Right.
I have to he goes to therapy on a weekly.
Mm-hmm.
So I leave work early on Thursdays and I don't get paid for it
Right.
to get him to therapy because he needs to take it twice a week.
Mm-hmm.
He also goes on Saturdays.
Mm-hmm.
I've also myself been sick
Mm-hmm.
and had to go to several appointments, and I've used all my leave at work, so
Right.
I don't get paid for those either. So that's kind of how I got to this situation.
Tell me a little bit about your daughter who's doing so very well in school. What are some of her extracurricular activities?
She's a dancer. She's
Okay.
been dancing since she was 3.
Mm-hmm.
And just this year, she joined the Atlanta Track Club with her school.
Okay.
So she's been doing, she did one 5K
Okay.
and then the Junior Peachtree Road Race.
Okay.
She wants to do more.
Of
She
course.
loves it.
Right.
And I mean, that's basically it. But dancing, she's like very passionate at it since she's been doing it since she was 3.
But she hasn't been able to do some of these things because of the situation that you're in.
Right. I took her out of dance this year.
How did she deal with that?
Well, I mean, she understands that I can't pay for it.
Right.
So, I mean, she just practices at home.
Okay.
So,
Well, Nikeisha, first and foremost, I'm glad you submitted your own letter, and I can understand from a pride and just wanting to try to do things on your own standpoint that you might not have wanted to submit, or you might not wanted to, put your business out there, so to speak. But I'm glad you did. I'm glad you heard of it. I'm glad you listened to our station. I'm glad you submitted because you are our latest Big Tigger Big Blessing recipient.
thank you.
What we have here, courtesy of myself, V103, and 1-800-HURT-911, is $1,000, which you can use in any way, shape, form, fashion to pay whatever bill, get gas, help her get back to dance, whatever you need to do, help out with your son as well. And it's just, again, it's Dr. Brian Ville. He is from 1-800-HURT-911. It's something that we partnered together. It's just a way of continuing to get back to the community that's continued to support us. His business, 1-800-HURT-911, and us here at V103. So, congratulations.
Thank you.
Here you go. That's important. There you go. And again, I know this won't solve all your problems. And I know, but it's just our way of continuing to help, just to help people out. It's just what we like to do. They do that as a profession and from a philanthropic aspect. So shout out to 1-800-HURT-911 if anybody ever has any problems out here in these streets. Slip and fall. It's a 911 call. 1-800-HURT-911. But congratulations, Nikeisha, and you are our latest recipient.
Thank you.
And please kiss the kids for me, and we're going to stay in touch. I've been staying in touch with all my families.
Okay.
Because I know that, this is not the end of the road, but I like to keep track of your progress. And now we just one big family.
Okay.
Somewhere around Christmas, we probably going to have a big family gathering. I'm thinking about in my mind. I didn't clear that with anybody, so I'm going to get cursed at that later. But it's going to happen.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
You want to say hi or shout out anybody?
To my mom, she's looking, and my coworkers, they are listening, I think.
Okay.
Just want to say hi.
Okay. Hi. Well, congratulations. Thank you, Dr. Brian Ville.
My pleasure.
We want to continue to send the message out there that not only will they help you should you need them, they help when you don't need help. 1-800-HURT-911. This has been the latest installation of Big Tigger's Big Blessings on V103.